Klay Thompson, I'm going to repeat that, 37 and a quarter.
And the SB goes to
Klay Thompson!
What if I told you that one of the NBA's brightest stars just disappeared without a trace? With over 10 years following the NBA, this story remains as one of the most puzzling. Klay Thompson was born in Los Angeles, California, and without a doubt grew up with basketball in his blood. His father, Michael Thompson, was the first overall pick in the 1978 NBA draft, and young Klay quickly followed in his footsteps. He would play college basketball for the Washington State Cougars, where his sharp shooting skills and defensive presence caught everyone's attention in the country. In 2011, Klay was drafted 11th overall by the Golden State Warriors. From the moment he stepped into the court, it was clear that the Warriors had found the gem, and the rest was history. Once paired with Steph Curry, Klay became one half of the Splash Brothers, a duo known for their incredible shooting ability and on-court chemistry. I mean, it was like watching a Tarantino movie just watching them two out there. By 2015, Klay had already helped lead the Warriors to their first NBA championship in 40 years. His incredible performance in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the OKC Thunder is one that fans will never forget. Klay would go on to score 41 points and hit 11 three-pointers, remaining as one of the greatest playoff performances in NBA history. The Warriors went on to win 3 NBA championships in 4 years, with Klay playing a crucial role in each victory. It was easy to understand why he was such a fan favorite, and it was obvious that he had solidified his place as one of the league's top players. But then, just when everything seemed perfect, disaster struck. And that's what life seems to do sometimes. In Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals, Klay suffered a torn ACL. It was devastating, and not just for Klay, but for the entire Warriors organization and their fans. His injury was severe, and the road to recovery was long and grueling. But just when things couldn't get any worse for Klay, they did. Rehabbing from his ACL injury, Klay dealt with another heartbreaking setback. In November of 2020, he would tear his Achilles during a workout. His second injury meant another year on the sidelines, another year of watching his team play without him. And for any athlete, especially one at the peak of their career, you know how devastating this can be. But in January of 2022, after 941 days away from the game, Klay made his long-awaited return to the NBA. Klay's comeback wasn't just about returning to play. It was about reclaiming his place in the game that he loves and is known for. But there was something slightly off. After the initial excitement of his return, Klay began to struggle. As the season progressed, it became clear that he wasn't quite the same player he once was. The combination of being away from the game for so long and the physical toll of his injuries really started to show. In the 2022-2023 season, Klay had moments of brilliance, but also periods of inconsistency. He struggled with his shooting accuracy and defensive assignments, something that had always been strong for Klay as a guard. These struggles would just become more and more obvious during the Warriors' playoff run. Really, in their semifinal round loss against the Los Angeles Lakers. Many people started speculating whether Klay would ever return to his pre-injury form. Mental and physical challenges of recovering from 2 major injuries were obviously affecting his game, and the pressure to perform at the highest level only was adding to the difficulty. But then came the game that left everyone stunned. April 16th, 2024, against the Sacramento Kings. The Golden State Warriors were in a crucial position, fighting to secure their spot in the playoffs. Expectations were sky high for the team's star players, especially Klay Thompson, who was known for stepping up in big moments. Of course, you know how the Bay do. Fans packed the arena. There was a lot of anticipation. The Warriors needed this win, and all eyes were on Klay and Steph. But as the game unfolded, the unthinkable happened. Klay went 0 for 10 from the field. Shot after shot, the ball didn't go in. It was as if the basketball guys just said, "Not tonight, Klay." Like, this man was shooting enough bricks to build a house. Every miss just echoing louder and louder in the stadium, and with each failed attempt, the hope seemed to drain from the Warriors fans. I mean, you could hear it. Klay Thompson, the man who once lit up the entire arena, with his shooting was suddenly invisible. And for Klay, it was a nightmare unfolding in real time. The player who had given so much to the game, who had fought through injury and pain in return, seemed to disappear when his team needed him the most. The Warriors would go on a struggle to keep up with the Kings, and without Klay's usual contribution, they couldn't secure the win. And I mean, that game hurt, not just on the scorecard, but on the hearts of the fans who watched in disbelief as one of the Splash Bros faltered under the spotlight. After that game, Klay's teammates really had his back. Curry was quick to show his support. Draymond Green, another core member of the Warriors, echoed similar statements.
I could never see myself, not with those two guys. I understand this league changes and there's so many things that go into it, and we're not going to play forever, but, we've experienced so much together, and at the end of the day, again, I know they want to win, I know I want to win, and that's all that's all I'm worried about.
Even Coach Steve Kerr weighed in. But what's next for Klay Thompson? Well, only time will tell. I mean, Klay has faced different challenges before and has always come back, so we would expect the same. I mean, his teammates and coaches believe in him, and his track record of overcoming adversity is there. But let's be real, the road ahead will not be easy. Klay will need to dig deep and find some resilience that's carried him through his darkest moments so the fans can get back on his side. Until then, he's going to have to deal with the memes about him shooting 0 for 10 in an elimination game. Where do you think Klay Thompson will go in free agency? If you like this video, then you also might like these two videos.